Welcome, welcome, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me this evening or this morning or this afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Let me know if you're watching live or if you are watching the replay. This is the third day of a mini series of 3 about thyroid health that I've been talking about. If you missed yesterday's or Monday's lives, we talked about what the thyroid is, what it does, and signs of dysfunction, and the specific thyroid test that you might want to request from your doctor. So you can go back and watch those on my Embrace Your Worth Wellness Facebook page, and be sure and invite somebody or share this video with any friends that you think would benefit from this information. So tonight's talk goes really nicely with yesterday's talk because we're talking about looking at your thyroid lab test results and learning about the ranges and why they matter. So normal ranges, normal does not always mean optimal, meaning it doesn't always mean that you are feeling well. Okay. Give me just a second here and pull this back up. Sorry. Okay. Hey, Reva. Glad you're here. She's faithful for sure. Okay, so as usual, I do want to honor your time, and so we're going to get right on it. And I'll always start with my quick disclaimer that is, I'm not a medical professional. I am not trying to diagnose anybody or give you medical advice. But what I am trying to do is to educate you, empower you with some information that you can use to move forward in your health journey and be your own health advocate. This is information I've learned from researching about my own thyroid health and autoimmune disease, and learned from my functional medicine doctor and other functional medicine doctors and practitioners that I follow online. So no diagnosis here. In case you don't know me, I am Mandy Sawyer. I was an English and reading teacher for about 15 years. I left teaching when my health was spiraling into the toilet. I found out a year later after I left teaching that I was dealing with Hashimoto's disease, which is an autoimmune disease where your immune system attacks the thyroid. So that's kind of why I'm kind of big on the thyroid topic right now. So anyway, that diagnosis flipped the light on for me, and I realized that my symptoms were just going to keep getting worse, and I was going to keep feeling worse and worse if I didn't make some major lifestyle changes. So fast forward to now, I have done a lot of healing. I still have some to go, but I am using what I've learned to help other women to prioritize their wellness, to zoom in on their goals, and teaching them to be their own health advocates as well. Check in my comments real quick. Okay. So enough about me. Tell me how you found this live stream or video. Who or what brought you here to watch this? Okay, so we're talking about reference ranges. Thyroid testing reference ranges, try to say that 10 times fast, matter because your normal might not be somebody else's normal. According to Dr. Isabella Wentz's free ebook, it's called Optimizing Thyroid Medications, and I'll tell you how you can get that later. She says reference ranges take into account the average values of 95% of the population. So that means like 5% of the population will not be in that normal range, and so you'll feel kind of funky if you're not in that normal range. So, yes, Reba, I did invite you. You're always invited too. Okay, so and those TSH ranges, by the way, have changed in the last 10 years or so. According to Dr. Wentz, many labs haven't updated their ranges to those new levels on the reports that they send to physicians. So what shows up as normal on your lab tests might not be optimal for you, meaning you might still feel like crap, even if they're in the normal range. And this was the case for me a long time ago. I was complaining to my doctor at the time about feeling super tired all the time. And she said, well, your thyroid labs are in the normal range, but they're on the low end of normal. So we can give you some thyroid medicine to try to help you feel better. And I was like, okay, yes, please do that. But now at the time I was not looking at my own labs then. And I don't even know, I don't think they even showed them to me. Okay. But I encourage you to definitely ask for copies of your lab work and do your best to learn how to read them. Ask your doctor to help you understand what they mean. Usually, I mean, you can ask for a copy of it, or I'm sure probably now you can get it digitally in a patient portal or something like that. So, okay, functional medicine practitioners have further defined normal reference ranges to be between 1 and 2 for a healthy person not taking thyroid medications. Again, according to Dr. Wentz, most of her patients feel best with a TSH. We talked about TSH yesterday, between 0.5 and 2. Now, you're going to see a couple of ranges from other functional medicine practitioners in just a minute, too, that are similar, very similar to this range. They're a little bit different, but they're similar. Okay. So, okay. So like I said before, functional medicine doctors say optimal ranges, not normal, but optimal ranges should be a more narrow range than what the conventional ranges are, because they found that their patients report feeling better in these optimal ranges. This particular chart is on Amy Meyer's website. There's the link for you. Just take a look at this. We're just going to look at the TSH right now. She's one of the doctors that agrees that a TSH of 1 to 2 is more optimal for her patients. I hope you can see that. You might have to pause the video later whenever we're not live, and you can zoom in on it a little bit. Okay, so just to show you a comparison, my last lab report was from Vibrant America. It's called some lab called Vibrant America. And on the TSH, the reference range shows a conventional range of 0.111 to 4.910. It reminds me of 90210. Okay, so that high end number is higher than the functional medicine optimal range of course, 1 to 2. So, but mine were okay. I just blocked mine out. You don't need to see my ranges. I just wanted to show you that, though, so that you could see on an actual report what it would look like. Okay, cool, Reba. Yeah, that does look like a good TSH from what I can tell, from if you base it on these. Also, well, I'm gonna say this in just a minute, so I don't want to get sidetracked here. Okay, here's another chart from Rupa Health, and there's the link that you can go to that online, that shows a standard reference range of 0.45 to 4.10 or 12 alongside their optimal range of 0.5 to 2.5. So their optimal range isn't quite as narrow as the 1 to 2, but it is more narrow than the standard range. Now, it is important to pay attention to the units of measurement if you're going to compare your labs with either of these charts or any similar charts that you find online. Make sure your lab work is using the same units of measurement to the ones on the charts that you're looking at. If not, ask the doctor, or you can Google a units of measurement conversion calculator online too. The reason why I said this is because I noticed on Dr. Isabella Wentz's, she's got a chart as well, and some of the units of measurement on her chart are different than these. And so I didn't use hers just because I didn't want to confuse you, but I do want to make you aware that if you're looking for charts online from functional medicine doctors and stuff like that to find some optimal ranges to compare your labs to, then just be aware that there could be some different units of measurement. Okay. Now I only pointed out TSH ranges on these charts, but you'll want to look at your free T4, free T3, etc., the things that we talked about yesterday, and see how your labs measure up to these optimal ranges. So the biggest takeaway, this is going to be a really short one tonight. The biggest takeaway I want to convey here is if your labs fall into the normal range and you're feeling great, then fabulous. That's awesome. If your labs fall into the normal standard range and you still feel like dookie, then check the optimal ranges and talk to your doctor about what can be done to get your numbers into a more optimal range so that you'll feel better. Okay. Okay. So do I have any questions at all so far? I mean, I've pretty much covered the main stuff right now that I wanted to cover tonight. Any questions? Okay, no questions so far. Okay, so I told you earlier that I would tell you how to get a hold of Dr. Isabella Wentz's free ebook. This is not, I don't have an affiliate link or referral link or anything like that. I'm just sharing this with you because she's got a lot of information on there. So her free ebook that I was getting information out of for this is called Optimizing Thyroid Medications. And there's a ton of other free ebooks that she has, lots of great info. You can get it from thyroidpharmacist.com/action. And then you just put in your email address and then you'll get access to download the ebooks that she has. I've done it all. I suggest saving them in a folder on Google Drive or wherever it's easiest for you to access. So yeah, it's really good, thorough information that can help you. And you can take that information to your doctor and go, okay, look, this is what I was reading. What do you think? So that they know that you should be in collaboration with your doctor. They should be working with you on your health. And if they get, I don't know, high and mighty with you, then, just try a different approach, or I don't know, you may have to change doctors if they're obstinate and won't work with you or whatever. But usually most doctors are pretty nice and they'll work with you. So, okay. So next week, I'm thinking about doing a little mini series on autoimmunity next week. So I'm kind of curious as to what you guys think about that, if you would be interested in that or not. Again, follow me on Embrace Your Worth Wellness on Facebook, and I'll keep you posted on that, what I've decided on the autoimmunity part. If you learned something new tonight, please tell me about it, or tell me if something was clarified for you. And of course, there's my website where you can find more information about how I'm helping women take charge of their wellness goals. And if you're ready to be confident about your health goals, looking for more support in being your own health advocate, helping you plan out your health goal, the planning part of it, or you need help researching because you don't have the time to do that, but you need the information, then I would love to assist you if you're interested. You can check out more information at embraceyourworthwellness.com, or just message me here to get more information. I am going to drop my scheduling link in the comments so that you can schedule a short consulting call with me. I can explain more of how we can work together during that call. I really, really appreciate. Okay, Reba, you said yes, please. And I don't know what you're answering. I forgot what I asked. I'm sorry. Can you tell me again? What did Mandy ask? Okay, well, I will definitely text you in a little while. Okay, so I appreciate your showing up and watching, and I hope you learned something new and are ready to embrace your worth. And please have a great rest of your evening and a great rest of your week. And I will see you later. Thanks.